Hi, welcome to Empowered PT with Dr. E. Today I'm going to teach you some exercises to help with symptoms of plantar fasciitis. Now, plantar fasciitis is essentially when the fascia on the bottom of the foot here becomes really fibrotic and tight. So the name fasciitis is a bit of a misnomer because in most people, it's really not an inflammation as much as it is a tightening in that tissue. So I'm going to teach you a few exercises that you can do if you have symptoms on the bottom of the foot here. And typically plantar fasciitis symptoms will get worse in standing and walking. So you want to keep in mind that shoe wear is extremely important. You want to avoid going barefoot at home, and you want to make sure that you have good arch support in your shoe. So wearing a shoe with rubber sole that will help absorb the shock will be much better for your foot than a shoe with a hard sole. So one of the first exercises I'm going to teach you is just a massage you can do for the plantar fasciitis. So you can use either a flex bar, TheraBand flex bar that you can easily get online, or you can use a tennis ball, golf ball, whatever you have, in which you can perform a self massage. So you're going to sit toward the edge of a chair, put your foot right over the ball or the TheraBar, and just gently put pressure down through your foot and massage that plantar fascia out, and just back and forth. And you can do that for 3 to 5 minutes just to help warm up the tissue. Okay. The next thing you can do is, if you have the hip flexibility to cross your leg, you can just grab the toes of the affected foot and just gently pull them back toward you until you feel a stretch here. And you want to hold that stretch for 30 seconds and try, 2 to 3 repetitions of that. If you aren't feeling quite enough stretch here, we can certainly also stretch it in standing. So one of the main causes of plantar fasciitis is a tight calf muscle back here. So we want to make sure that we're stretching out the calf. So you can hold on to a wall or a chair, and with the affected foot, you're going to lunge back behind you, making sure the heel is planted and your toes of both feet are facing forward. So we're going to bend that front knee and think about opposition. So your back leg is extending as much as it can, the front leg is pushing forward, and you should feel the stretch right back here through the calf muscle. If it feels too intense and you're not able to keep that heel down, just simply move your foot in closer. Okay, but we're going to hold that for 30 seconds, and you're going to do 2 repetitions of that. And you just want to make sure you're warming up first. So maybe the heating pad on the bottom of the foot and around the calf before you go into these intense stretches. I always recommend warming the tissue. So then the next position, we're going to bring that rear foot in a little bit closer. You're going to bend the back knee and the front knee now, and now we're stretching the soleus muscle, which is a little bit deeper to the calf and a little bit more on the inside. So you're gonna hold that as well for 30 seconds and try 2 repetitions of that. Okay, and then you want to slowly come out of that. So those are 3 exercises that you can easily do for plantar fasciitis. Keep in mind footwear, avoid going barefoot. If you've been on your feet for an extended period and it's really sore, then I do advocate ice at the end of the day, but I really stress the utilization of heat for plantar fasciitis because it helps to really break up that tightness in the tissue. So I really recommend that you utilize heat first, at least before you go through the exercises. And then if you find ice is comforting and helpful, you can certainly use that afterward. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want a more in-depth video on this and other ailments, check out my website, www.empoweredptwithdre.com. And if you subscribe to the videos, I go much more in depth about these and other ailments. Thanks so much. Please remember to subscribe and like the video. Take care. Bye-bye.